If I'm this excited, you must be able to guess, if you're a longtime viewer of mine, what kind of video this is. Dun, 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 dun. A book haul! My throat's all weird, so I can't even talk right, much less scream right, or whatever I was trying to do. It's a book haul, and these are my favorite kind of videos. A lot of these books were gifts, so I'm not a crazy splurger. I'm not here to just advocate that you go out and buy. No. A lot of these were gifted to me, and I'm so lucky that that is the case. And a lot of these were bought last year, some of them, and I didn't get in my possession until this year. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into the book haul. Welcome, fellow freaks, geeks, and nostalgic peeps, to my channel, Slime and Slashers / Kelsey's Nostalgic Life. I changed my name. Shh, we're not gonna talk about it right now. Where, yeah, we talk about everything from 80s and 90s nostalgia to books and movies, especially horror books and movies, and lots of stuff in between. Today's video, though, as I said, it is a good old book haul, and I am ready to get into the haul. I'll have timestamps below. I'm going to try to categorize the different genres and types of books. We've got everything here, so no matter what your style is, we've got horror books, modern ones, we've got vintage horror books, we've got vintage middle grade, we've got new middle grade, we've got random books, we've even got crafty books, we've got comic books, picture books, all kinds of books. I'm trying to look around. We've got a general fiction book. Okay, so we've got it all. But without further ado, let's get into our first stack. Let's start off with the vintage horror because it's precariously placed. Alright, these first few were sent to me by a good friend on Instagram. She also sent other books that are in other piles that are more middle grade related, but these are all Richard Lehman books, and I'm very excited because if you are a viewer who's familiar with my channel, you know I love Richard Lehman. He is the king of rumps. If you're not familiar with who he is, maybe that's a good thing, because he's not for everybody. I say this all the time. He is very trashy in terms of his writing style. Or he was very trashy. R.I.P. I say this with all respect because I love his trashy writing. So, two of these books are from the Cellar series. So the Cellar is the first book of a series of books. It's called the Beast House books. And these are other books in that series that I would like to continue. I have read the Cellar. It was actually somehow a book club book of mine many years ago when I first started my book club. And I can't believe I made that a pick. If you've read the book, it's kind of crazy that was a book club pick of mine. But anyway, I'm so happy to have more books in the series and to maybe actually get to these this year or next year or sometime soon. Next up, another Richard Lehman book I was gifted that I don't already own, The Lake. I haven't heard much about this one, and I don't think it's one of his better books, but you know, I'm collecting Richard Lehman, the good, the bad, the trashiest, whatever. I am collecting it all, and I'm happy to add this to my collection. More vintage horror and more gifted books. These are all from my friend Kat. She volunteers at her Friends of the Library near her, and she sometimes finds vintage books and will send me pictures and asks if I would like them. They're usually really great deals, but these she gifted to me for Christmas, so thank you so much, Kat. Two of the books she got me I've actually already read, so I'll talk about those first. First up, we've got Dead Sea by Brian Keene. This is a zombie story, and I'm someone who's not big on zombies. My friend Kat, who gifted me this book and these whole group of books that I'm about to talk about, she loves zombies. She runs a zombie-themed event every year called Zombiethon, and I will be participating. I read this last year in 2025 for Zombiethon. It is great. So Brian Keene has more than one zombie story. He's got multiple zombie-themed books. This is actually one that is not in the same universe. He's got another really famous zombie book called The Rising, which is my favorite zombie book of all time. That one is awesome, but this one is also a zombie story, but it takes place in like a different universe. So this is a little bit different, but it's a very unique zombie story. Totally recommend. He really, really writes zombie stories very well, very uniquely. If you're looking for something different and you're sick of the same old zombie stuff, I would suggest Brian Keene's zombie stories, because they're very, very different. The other book she got me that I've already read is Midnight's Lair by, Richard Lehman. He's back. The King of Rumps makes another appearance, and it won't be the last appearance, I don't think, of him. Or is it? Maybe it is. Okay, never mind, I lied. It is the last appearance. But this one is a hardcover book, and this one, everyone is trapped within a cave system, and more craziness develops from there. This was a great Richard Lehman novel. I would give it a 4.5 star. Not my favorite, but definitely zany, lots going on, trashy characters as per usual. I don't know, it's a lot of fun, and I'm so glad to own a physical copy, and it's a really nice hardcover copy, so extra glad about that. Now on to the rest of the books she gifted me. Another Brian Keene, but this one I have not read. Darkness on the Edge of Town. Okay, one morning, the residents of Walden, Virginia woke up to find that the rest of the world was gone, just gone. Surrounding their town was a wall of inky darkness, casting Walden into permanent night. So it's kind of like a post-apocalyptic story, it says. Pretty cool. Can't wait to check this one out, hopefully. 2 books by Dennis Etchison. This is The Death Artist and The Dark Country. Look at this cover. And last but not least, book gifted to me by Kat, Ladies' Night by Jack Ketchum. And this one, I don't know anything about it, but I love Jack Ketchum. I've read a few books by him. I've liked most of them. Loved some of them, so, like, beyond liked, loved. So I'm excited about this one. It's very hard to find Jack Ketchum books out in the wild. I don't think this is super vintage. This might be more modern. The copyright page says 1997, so it's actually older than I thought. Staying with vintage horror, we've got The Place. It almost looks like The Plate. Like a curved T, but it's a C. My bad. This is by T.M. Wright. This was released by Tor. If you could see the spine here, there's a little horse. That's the Tor logo, and it says Tor Horror / Dark Fantasy. A child's fantasy world is the key to her family's salvation. Next up, we've got Blitzcat, and this is by Robert Westall. And I will say, so these books that I'm showing you right now, these came from my trip when I went to go see my friends Cameron and Benjamin. Cameron is at the channel Library Macabre, and he is an author, Cameron Chaney, and I totally recommend you check out his channel if you haven't already. He's got a way better vintage collection than me. And when I visited him, we all went book shopping, so this is something I picked up there. He had to mail some of the books back to me because I couldn't fit them all in my luggage, so I got the mail at the first part of the year, like in the first part of January. So here's one of the books I had gotten. Look! Oh, hello! England's Last Stand, The Blitz, the firebombing of Coventry, England, Bloody England. Lord Gort, which I think is the cat, does not understand war. She's just a lost cat trying to find her way home. Oh, and it's a step back. I didn't even know that. Oh, she's trying to find her way home. I hope she finds her way. Her trip will take her into the heart of the war, into the hearts of the people she meets, and perhaps break her own heart. A black cat, a nation in danger, a world at war, an incredible story. This actually sounds more of like just a drama, an interesting, compelling drama. I cannot wait to read this. Oh, cutie, please survive. Please. Another book with a step back artwork, and that would be a V.C. Andrews book. This is Tarnished Gold. I know we were looking for good quality V.C. Andrews books because I'm way into V.C. Andrews now after reading the first 2 books in the Flowers in the Attic series, and I love it. I cannot wait to continue. So look closer at this step back artwork. Oh, this is incredible. Look at that creepy frickin' doll. All of the dolls. Very, very creepy. Oh, man. I love it. I love it so much. Her stories are very gothic, very drama-filled, family drama, but the writing's great. Very compelling, very compulsive to read, so very much excited about having another V.C. Andrews book for the collection. This next stack is random, vintage, middle grade, and other random books. Some of it's just random and I didn't know how else to classify it. So first up, we've got a Richard Peck book, The Ghost Belonged to Me.
Get away from my ghost! She's my ghost! She's mine!
I don't know. They look more scared. He doesn't look possessive, he looks scared, and so does that girl. She kind of looks like she has a wig on, but whatever. No judgment. This is Haunted Theaters. And there's a whole bunch of, like, haunted books, like, in this style. So, this one's by Barbara Smith. Here are two twist-a-plot books. We've got Race into the Past, and this one I specifically picked up because it was TV related, and I used to work at a TV station, a local PBS affiliate station here in New Orleans. So this one is the Sinister Studios of KESP TV. And I'm just excited because it's TV related. Very random. But anyway, this is book 5 and book 8. Next up, a collection of stories. This is a hardcover. This is scary. Stories that will make you scream. There's stories by R.L. Stine, Roald Dahl, Stephen King, and 10 more authors. Cool. Speaking of R.L. Stine, this is more of a modern series, I believe, that he's written. When was this published? Sorry, I'm looking here. 2006. That's still 20 years ago. What the frick? Seems new to me. Anyway, this is Rotten School. Dudes, the school is haunted. Here's a close-up look at the zany artwork. Look at this chewed-up pencil. I love that. That's where the title is on the front. So yeah, Rotten School series. Number 7. Here we got Random Joke Book 101 Wacky Facts About Mummies. Oh, I thought it was jokes, but it's probably kind of like jokes. Did you know that even though some mummies are thousands of years old, many of them still have their fingernails and toenails? Some of them even have their eyelashes. Well, that's not a joke. Mummies were boiled. As they boiled, the oils released by the mummy would be skimmed off the top. This mummy oil would be sold to treat bruises. That is creepy. What the hell? That's crazy. Neat. Alright. Facts about mummies. I didn't know either of those facts. Moving right along, we've got The Witch Family. She looks really nice. She must be a nice old witch. Hello! I'd be down for hanging out with her. Now we've got a Little Apple paperback, Haunted Summer. Look how foggy it is. I almost thought that was snow at first. It's fog. Okay, I was like, let me take a close look. It does look like snow, though, I will say. Is there a ghost in Abby's house? I'm guessing, maybe? It does say Haunted Summer. Now we've got 2 Michigan Chillers books. This one is number 10, Mackinac City Mummies. These mummies are no dummies. Wow, look. He's doing equations, it looks like. I don't know. I'm just guessing. And here we have number 8, Dinosaurs Destroy Detroit. Look at these cool-looking dinos. I love these covers. So good. Now we've got an American Chillers, number 2, Ogres of Ohio. And Cameron's from Ohio, so that's pretty cool that I found this when I was with Cameron. So, pretty funny. Beasts of the Buckeye State. I actually found a buckeye when we were hanging out, and I saved it. It's in my purse. I don't know where to put it, but I have it, and I'm saving it. Maybe I could find a way to put it in a junk journal somehow, like make a charm out of it. But yes, I saved a buckeye. Also have some Animorph books. I'm going to go through these quickly. I found these with Cameron and Benjamin too. This is The Beginning. This is book number 54. Book number 45. We've got The Revelation. Oh, look, there's a random frickin' card in here. A Yu-Gi-Oh card. Huh. I didn't even know that was in there. By the way, The Beginning has step-back art. Look at that ridiculous alien. Oh my god, amazing. Number 47, The Resistance, morphing into a beaver. Oh, look at him. Oh, he's just trying to live a nice, simple, natural life. Hello. Number 49, The Diversion. Number 52, The Sacrifice. Hold on. Oh. Alien to Raccoon. Another vintage middle grade, My Teacher Glows in the Dark. This is a Bruce Coville book. I have a ton of his old school vintage middle grade books. This one was published in 1991, and I love the cover. Now we have the Dynamite book of Ghosts and Haunted Houses. Next up, we've got Monster Squad, the slime that would not die. I literally just got this because of the word slime was involved. And my channel used to be called Slime and Slashers. Now it's Kelsey's Nostalgic Life. But, you know, still the spirit of Slime and Slashers remains. Nothing's really changing. But this is a newer book. Newer-ish. The copyright says 2009. I do want to do a slime reading vlog at one point. That would be fun. I have a few of these Scream Street books in my collection, but I didn't have this one. This is Blood of the Witch. Here we've got two books in the Black Lagoon Adventures series. We've got number 11 and 12, and I got these specifically because they were seasonally themed, and I'm a big seasonal person, so this one is The Snow Day from the Black Lagoon, number 11. I love the cover. I've never read any of these books. It's a whole series of books, and they've got lots of thematic ones. They've got ones for Valentine's Day. I'm looking on the back. They also have one for Christmas party. They've got also random ones that have nothing to do with the season, but the Field Day from the Black Lagoon, the School Carnival. Oh, I need to find that one from the Black Lagoon because I love carnival and clown and circus themed things. The class election from the Black Lagoon, the science fair, the talent show, the class trip, the Halloween party. I need that one too. And this one is April Fool's Day from the Black Lagoon because I have nothing April Fool's Day. Well, I have like a few things, but hardly anything April Fool's Day related. So, look at all these frogs. Oh, look at them. Someone drew a letter on the cover, but that's just fine. I just wanted to read it. There's also a name here. Again, I'm okay with it being beat up. I just want to read it. It's not really a collectible, but not in my opinion, but you know, maybe one day I should collect more of these books. Here's a newer book, but this is still over 10 years old. It was published in 2014, but it's another middle grade book. This is Scary Tales, One-Eyed Doll. And apparently there's more Scary Tales books, like Scary Tales, Home Sweet Horror, Scary Tales, I Scream, You Scream, Scary Tales, Goodnight Zombie, Scary Tales, Nightmare Island? I think that's what it says. Oh, I'm sorry, Nightmare Land. That must be like a carnival. Ooh, yeah, it kind of looks like that. A carnival or like arcade themed one. More vintage middle grade, and these are from my good friend. She sent me the Richard Lehman books, and here we've got two Adventures of the Bailey School Kids books, and this one is number 16, Dracula Doesn't Drink Lemonade, but clearly he does. And then we have Mummies Don't Coach Softball, but this one does. Anyway. Love it. This one's number 21. Next up, we've got Killer Pizza. I actually think this one's older than I thought. I just peeked at the copyright page and it says copyright 2009. So older than I thought, but still excited about this. And it almost looks like it's middle grade in terms of the way it's formatted. So I'm not sure if it's adult, but I think it's just a middle grade book. Maybe YA, but I think middle grade. The way it looks and is laid out really screams middle grade.
Pizza you'll die for. Toby McGill dreams of becoming a world-famous chef, but up until now his only experience has been watching the Food Network. When Toby lands a summer job at Killer Pizza, where pies like the Monstrosity and the Frankensausage are on the menu, things seem perfect. His co-workers, Annabelle and Strobe, are cool and Toby loves being a part of the team, but none of them is prepared for what's really going on at the Killer Pizza. It's a front for a monster hunting organization. Learning to cook pizza is one thing, but killing hideously terrifying monsters? That's a whole other story. Still, if Toby quits Killer Pizza, will monsters take over his town?
Another middle grade, but this one is a modern middle grade because it was just published in 2024, so not very long ago at all. This is an Are You Afraid of the Dark book, and this is kind of like a new Are You Afraid of the Dark book series they've been releasing. I haven't heard the best things, but you know, I'm excited to own this. This was gifted to me by my friend Nicole. Thank you, Nicole. This is The Tale of the Grave Mother. I believe this is book number 1. I think, because there's more than one, I believe. Yeah, there's also The Tale of the Twisted Toymaker, so I'm excited to own it. Even if it isn't the best, I'm still gonna read it and give it a chance, so we'll see. Alright, now we've got movie tie-ins slash novelizations. Some of these are junior novelizations. So here's one based on Monster House, and look at the holographic cover. I got this with Cameron and Benjamin when I was hanging out with them. Another one I got with them, a Goofy movie! I love this movie.
Stand out above the crowd, even if you gotta shout out loud.
Anyway, whatever. It's terrible. This is a great movie. I love it, and it was only like 50 cents to get this little junior novelization. Another junior novelization, we've got the Rugrats movie. This was gifted to me by my friend Crystal. You could find her on YouTube at Fiber Artsy. Great channel. Very, very diverse reader. She reads all kinds of genres, and I love seeing what she's up to reading-wise. But, oh my gosh, I can't believe that she gifted this to me because I had no idea it existed. But I should have assumed because almost everything has a novelization, so this is so fun, and I'm so glad that I own it. Thank you, Crystal. And another gift from a friend, we've got The Dark Knight Rises, based on the Warner Brothers Pictures film. If you guys know me, I freaking love The Dark Knight Rises. It's my favorite of the Dark Knight movies. Everyone's always like, oh, the Heath Ledger, get out of here, Heath Ledger. I'm so sorry, R.I.P. But I'm so sorry, that's mean. I just really like The Dark Knight Rises, and I love Bane. Bane is my favorite Dark Knight villain when it comes to this movie universe. Of course, there's other iterations of Batman where I like other villains. Like, I love Mark Hamill's version of the Joker from the animated series quite a lot. Like, in that universe of Batman, you know, he's my favorite because it's just an epic performance in terms of his voice acting, and the design of the Joker in that series is iconic. Whereas this is just a totally different take, and nobody beats Tom Hardy as Bane. It's my favorite. I love the soundtrack, I love everything about this movie, and it was the first movie I rewatched, watched at all in 2025, and in 2026. I love to rewatch this movie as much as I can, and yeah, I already rewatched it this year, so whatevs. It's so good. I'm so happy to own the novelization, and I hope there's some like extra tidbits in here. I'm really hyped to try to read this at some point. This is Free Willy, a very mini novelization. This, again, I wouldn't even call it a junior novelization. This is more of like a picture book novelization. If you guys didn't know, Free Willy is like one of my favorite 90s movies of all time, so yeah, I had to get this. To go along with the Free Willy picture book novelization, there's Free Willy 2, hell yeah! I don't like Free Willy 2 as much, but I still do like it. And it's really cool to have both the first movie and the second one in these little, I guess, tiny novelizations. Here we have two Ren and Stimpy comics that I was gifted by my friend Cameron and Benjamin, and it says, the Ren and Stimpy Show, make way for El Supremo Ren. Next up we have, I'm filthy rich. Oh, look at Stimpy. He looks so worried. No, Stimpy. I was also gifted a Robert McCammon book from Cameron and Benjamin, and this is The Five. Robert McCammon's my favorite author, so they know I'm trying to collect first editions, first prints of his books, so it's nice to have another one for the collection. Thank you, guys. McCammy! If you guys don't know about Robert McCammon, please check him out. Please do me a favor. Please check him out. He's my favorite. He is the best. Boy's Life, the book by him, is like the greatest book of all time. I will never be swayed to think anything else. He's amazing, and Boy's Life is incredible. So please, please, check him out if you like general fiction. He's not really a horror writer. He writes just beautifully in general, and really is a great writer and writes intriguing stories and is really great at character development. Now let's move into the modern book category. All of these are going to be more modern books, and a lot of them are horror, but I will specify if any particular one is not. Alright, first up we've got a collection of 3 novelettes, and this is C.V. Hunt's Horrorama. I have seen this book for a while on Amazon. I'm sure it's on KU, or was on KU at one point, I think, but I love any modern book that looks like a VHS tape. I'm kind of a sucker for that. It's almost like a cover trope at this point, if such a thing exists as a cover trope, but a lot of covers, it seems to be a trend, they have VHS style covers, and I gotta say, it must work because I buy into that every time. Hence why I got this. I got this used, I think it was at Half Price Books with Cameron and Benjamin. And this one was originally published in 2020. Next up, a book I have read, and this is one I bought with Cameron and Benjamin at Half Price Books. I've read this. It was one of my book club picks for last year of 2025. This is Pay the Piper, written by George A. Romero and Daniel Kraus. So George A. Romero had like an unfinished transcript or like ideas written down for this book, and Daniel Kraus came in and finished it. I love this. This is a Piper story, like, you know, the Pied Piper, and it's set in Louisiana, and there's a lot of Cajun dialect, so some of my friends had trouble getting through it, but I got the audiobook, and it was a great way to read it. It was a standout read for me. It was a 4.5-star read. There was some great quotes in this that I wrote down in my reading journal from last year, so I was so happy to find like a discounted actual physical copy at Half Price Books, because I really think that this was a wonderful book. I don't think everyone would enjoy it because of the dialect and the way like the Cajun talk is written. It's kind of hard to read. Even my friend Christine, who like lives in Canada and like knows some French, is like, yeah, it was kind of hard to even read it. So the audiobook really helps, and I highly recommend it, but I am glad to own a physical copy because I loved this book. Here we've got a Halloween themed book, and it is Spook Show. And it sounds really fun. And look at this amazing cover. So this says,
Strange things are happening in a small town just in time for the anniversary of a carnival butchering nearly 30 years ago. A group of friends, back together for the first time in ages, thinks they are in for a night of fun and debauchery. That is, until the dead start to rise, infamous serial killers return from the past, and scores of horrific beasts descend into a merciless apocalypse of cosmic horror.
hell yeah! This sounds incredible. I love carnival themed things, and I'm guessing it takes place around Halloween time. I don't know. Either way, I'm so hyped to own this. This was one that I just bought for myself, I think at the end of last year. I just didn't haul it. Another book I bought at the end of last year but didn't haul it is Bleed. And this is a book I bought, I think from, Thrift Books. And it says,
When Walt Blackmore moves into an old gable front house on the outskirts of a small town, things are really looking up for him. He has an adoring girlfriend, a new job, altogether bright future, but Walt's destiny is irreparably changed when a dark red spot appears on the ceiling in the hallway. Bit by bit, the spot grows, first into a dripping bloodstain, and eventually into a grotesque, muttering creature. As the creature thrives, Walt finds himself more and more interested in fostering its well-being. At first he only feeds it stray animals, but soon it fails to satisfy the monster's ghastly needs. It is gradually becoming something more, and for that to happen it requires human blood and human flesh. And once Walt has crossed the line from curiosity to murder, there is no going back.
here we have another book I was gifted, and I'm so excited about this one. So this is the new edition of Tastes Like Candy. Jessica Lacey, the author, sent this to me. I have always loved her books since I first read Tastes Like Candy, so this is the newer edition. I will actually show it side by side with the original edition. So she published this original edition under her pen name, Ivy Tholen. This is now published under her real name, and it's actually published with a publishing company, Source Books. So if you look here, I am so intrigued because I know she said she revamped some of the things. She added a new beginning, or some new things to the beginning, and she also included a sticker that I'm really excited about, and she signed it for me. So I'm so excited to have this. You can actually see, if you compare it, it is a little thicker than the original edition. And I know it has been revised, so there is some differences, and I cannot wait to compare. Because when I first read the original edition, at least 2 or 3 years ago now, I loved it, gave it 5 stars, so I think it could only get better, and I can't wait to revisit the characters and the fun kills, and I'm so excited. So if you don't know what it's about, a group of very smart, well-to-do girls are invited to a senior high school scavenger hunt, and they decide to break into the abandoned Halloween carnival, and that's where the scavenger hunt is going to take place. So very fun. The kills are incredible, as I said, and very creative. And yeah, I'm so hyped to get back into this book and see what's new and different than before. Another author also sent me some of his books, and these are from my friend Sean, who, like I said, is an author, and I am so excited about his newest book. I'll save that for last, but he sent more than one. So first, here we have Volume 4, and this is just a collection of stories.
Hapless teenagers beset by demons in the woods, a strange new drug that turns art into murder, a can't-beat-it deal on a new house with a horrifying past. Volume 4 collects Baker's no-sleep work along with several never-before-published short stories.
I am so intrigued, and I can't wait to check this out. You see there's like a creepy yellow skull here, half of a skull on the cover. Here we've got Murder Virus. I like the cover quite a bit.
A virus that spreads murder. A pandemic of violence floods the streets of major cities as cases of the media-dubbed murder virus soar, causing those infected to go on killing sprees. Caught in the middle, police detective Angela Miller finds her only trustworthy ally in the self-proclaimed psychic, P.I. Gerald Henry. As the two try to navigate the violence, they are drawn into New Age guru Harvest's plot to heal the planet.
That sounds like fun, very different, very intriguing. Last but not least, in fact, I'm so excited for this is Black Gloves and Broken Hearts. And Sean told me that this is like his ode to giallo movies and also other things that he loves in horror, but it's definitely got giallo vibes, hence the word Black Gloves, or the words Black Gloves in the title, which if you don't know, giallo movies, they are famous Italian movies, were really popular in the 60s, 70s. They weren't just Italian movies. Other countries created giallo movies as well, but they were most popular in Italy. The word giallo is an Italian word for yellow, and a lot of the movies, the giallo movies, featured black glove killers. That is a kind of standard trope or standard element in a lot of giallo films. So this creature having black gloves and the words black gloves being in the title, already a good sign.
Satanic murder in a quiet suburban community. When incoming high school senior Lisa McCready's boyfriend and classmates are brutally murdered at a party in the woods, the quiet suburban community of Sundown Hills transforms into a paranoid nightmare. Betrayal, corruption, and dark family secrets push Lisa dead center into a burgeoning class war, where rival millionaires plot to steer the town's future between reliance on big oil and the incoming age of legalized weed, electric cars, and social conscience. As she struggles for answers, the killings continue, and Lisa finds the world she knew is little more than a lie.
Take another look at the great cover. It sounds incredible. I'm so hyped. If you want to find Sean, he is on the podcast, The Horror Vision. You can find it on YouTube, anywhere else you want to listen to podcasts as well. So yeah, I'm going to be reading this, and I'm saving it for the month of July of this year. So you will be seeing me read this for sure, 100%, no doubt in my mind, and I'm going to be talking about my experience with it, and I can't wait. I honestly can't wait, because giallo is like half of my personality right now. So the fact that this is inspired by it, I'm really eager to get to it, but I'm going to be saving it for July in case my friend Alex over at the channel The Bookubus brings back her event, Giallo July. So I'm saving it. And a book I just recently got from Kat that's a cozy mystery, so this is the only cozy mystery in here. This is a brewery/craft beer themed cozy mystery series, and it's the first book in the series. This is Death on Tap. I'm so excited. Kat was like, I know this isn't your usual genre, but I hope you like it. I'm like, oh my god, it's beer themed. Hell yeah. I like craft beer a lot, so that's why she got it for me. And she also gets me really unique craft beers for my, not only my birthday, but like literally almost any fun little occasion where we swap gifts. So I love this. It's so thematic. It's so me, and I cannot wait to check it out. And I hope I love this series, which I think I will, because every cozy mystery that I have tried, I've really enjoyed. They're very, very just relaxing, very chill reads. So can't wait to start this series. Thank you, Kat. Switching gears, we're going to highlight 2 nonfiction books, starting with the one that I'm really excited for and that I want you guys to check out. I implore you to check this out. My friend Rachel wrote this book. She's a fantastic person, super talented artist. She not only designed the cover of this, she designed my YouTube logo, Slime & Slashers, the one that I'm currently using. I may or may not continue to use it. If I don't continue, it's just because I technically changed my name, but I love the logo. It's incredible, and I'm so excited about this book. She did a lot of research on this, so I cannot wait to check it out. This is the Untold Stories of Shot-on-Video Horror directed by women, and it's called Lost in the Static. And this is like the special edition. You can get the paperback now. I will link it below. And I'll also link Rachel's website below because you should check out her website. She's got lots of things you you can like look into to buy, and of course she's got the link to her book. But this is set up like a VHS tape box. So you open it up, look at it. So her business is called Odd Monster, and you could see her business card here. And you could see the back looks like a VHS cover, the side, it's awesome. It's so well designed, it's insane. Alright, and I will show you, the book itself looks like a VHS tape. And I told you I had a weakness for that. I told you. So, look at it. Perfectly designed. Look at the back. Incredible. Incredible. I'm so happy to own this. Alright, yeah, it looks great. And there are photographs in it, and they are color photographs. Really cool. Great job, Rachel, especially the layout of this. And look, she put this in there. So cool. Just the design itself is like 5-star worthy, honestly. She really outdid herself, and I know she worked really hard on the research, so please, please, if you have any interest in this topic, please go over and check out the link I left in the description, or go to her website directly and see where you can find a copy, but I will have the link below. Amazing. Amazing. I cannot wait to check this out. The other nonfiction book, I was so kindly gifted this by my friend Sierra. This is Stranger Things and the 80s, and this is the complete retro guide. And I'm sure there's probably some stuff that's not covered in here because this was published a while ago, but this was on my wish list, and I did just finish Stranger Things. I actually liked the last season overall. The last episode wasn't my favorite. It was actually my least favorite of the new season, but I still overall enjoyed it, minus some long-winded parts and some kind of uber cheesy parts. But overall, I liked it a lot. But yeah, Stranger Things and the 80s. Thank you, Sierra. Here's another book I found with Cameron and Benjamin, and this is so weird. This is Furby's Trainer's Guide. Training tips, secret trips, care guide, dictionary, fun and games, and much more. And again, I kind of had the desire to read this for Old School April, my event that's all nostalgia-based in April. And I also kind of want to cut it up to junk journal with, or scan it to cut it up. Scan to print to cut up. Ask Furby. Furby is your psychic friend. You can ask him questions and he'll give you answers. Best of all, they're as accurate as those you can get from calling an expensive 900 psychic line. In other words, you should just use Furby or a psychic line to make any major decisions in your life. To play, ask Furby, do the following actions. Cover his eyes briefly, wait until he stops moving, cover his eyes briefly, wait until he stops moving, pet his back once. What? And then apparently he will tell you the future. Furby will say,
Oh, too ma!
if you do the sequence right, and then he'll be ready for a question. Ask a question, then pet his back for the answer. If you take longer than 20 seconds to ask, and pet his back, he'll go out of Ask Furby mood and say,
Me done.
do the sequence again to put him back into Ask Furby mood. To stop Furby from playing any game, just turn him upside down. And he'll say,
Me done.
Anyway, whatever. This is so fun and such a time capsule. Incredible. Now we're getting into like weird different things, and then we're going to end with picture books. So this one is a craft related book, and it was another gift from Sierra off of my wish list. This is A Year of Junk Journaling. And I am so excited. It has a lot of junk journal prompts to inspire you to make spreads in your junk journal. And I just started junk journaling last year, and it's an obsession. I love it. So there's all kinds of prompts and then like sample pages of how the author put together a spread inspired by that prompt that she's saying that you could try. She's got ideas, she's got things you can collect, fruit stickers, bright and bold, what's in my bag, the timeline of you. Lots of great ideas, and I cannot wait to do a deep dive into this book and hopefully use a lot of the prompts. Next up, another kind of weird random book. This is Girls Just Want to Have Facelifts, The Ugly Truth About Getting Older, and it's kind of like a joke book. And I got it because I did think it would be cool to like use some of these images in junk journaling. But I also have a digital copy that my friend Benjamin got me, so I could just print out the pages and not cut up the book and just, you know, use this to read. So very funny stuff in here. Like, let me find a funny thing. Every woman instinctively knows that one special way to drive a man wild: hide the TV remote. I'm sorry. A lot of these are kind of silly. Essentially, the idea is like learning to laugh about getting older. At least that's what the back says. So I just thought it was kind of quirky and fun, and that the sayings and the images were a good time. Here we've got a graphic novel, another book I got with Cameron and Benjamin from Half Price Books. This is the graphic novel for The Witches. Of course, The Witches is originally a book by Roald Dahl. So this is the graphic novel based upon that. Alright, we'll close out with picture books and then we'll be done. I know this has been a long one. This was gifted to me by my friend Kat for Christmas, candy corn Christmas, and nothing is more me than this because I love candy corn, I love Christmas, candy corn Christmas, this is incredible. Thank you so much, Kat. I cannot wait to read this. I got it after Christmas, so I'm gonna read it next year, or I guess this year, in 2026 for Christmas. Another book I was gifted, this is from Sierra, off of my wish list, The Legend of the Christmas Witch. And the illustrations look really beautiful. Again, I was gifted these. This is the Clown Arounds Go on Vacation. I love anything with clowns. Look how cute! And I'm so excited about this. Another Gus book. This is Gus and the Baby Ghost. Oh, look at the baby ghost. So cute. A lot of these were super, super cheap, and I'm trying to build up my picture book collection. This is Pinky the Pig. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. Here we've got the Vice Principal from the Black Lagoon. And now we've got the Principal from the Black Lagoon. Going back to Nickelodeon, we've got the Rugrats versus the Monkeys. This just looked really cool in terms of the style. This is Jukebox. And if you look in the inside, the style is so cool of the illustrations. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, I love it. So cool. And there's really not a lot of words. And you know what? I don't care. Oh, look, he's kind of like goth. Okay, cool. This is even cooler than I thought. Alright, so this is by David Merville. I love anything to do with mice because I used to have pet mice. So this is Mice and Beans. Look at how cute they are. Look at this one's in a dress. Oh my god. They're all so adorable. I want to hug them. I want to hug each of them. Please, let me squeeze you in a nice way. Not like smash you, but like cuddle you. Oh my god, they all look so cute. I can't wait. This is so tiny. It's going to take me like 2 seconds to read, but I'll be really excited to just have this in my little collection. I also love all things cat related because I have a cat now. This is Super Cat. Just a very small little picture book. Bunches and bunches of bunnies. Oh, look at them. Just the cutest illustrations. And our last two things are Irish themed because I love Irish culture. Here is An Irish Night Before Christmas, which I will read for December 2026. And last but not least, we've got Tales from Old Ireland. Hell yeah. This is great. And it's actually kind of a little chunkier picture book. There's a lot of pages in here for a picture book. Look how cute. And let's see what the back says. The children of Lear, Fair, Brown, and Trembling, the 12 wild geese, Lusmore and the fairies, son of an otter, son of a wolf, the soul cages, Austin and Tir na Nog. I probably butchered that on the back, but I'm guessing that's the tales that are included in here. Yep. I cannot wait to read this and to learn some old tales. I know that was long, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. I hope you saw some really cool books. I hope some of these inspired you to keep an eye out when you're out used book shopping. Or if you own some of these and have read some of these that you think I should get to sooner rather than later, please let me know that down below. And if you were here and you want to just tell me you stopped by, but you don't want to answer those other questions, just leave me a stack of books emoji. That way I know you were here and it'll help with the analytics and help my channel grow and reach more peeps who like nostalgic, badass shit and just cool shit in general. But anyway, for this time though, that is it for me. Till next time, guys, you know what you can do. Keep on killing it. Bye, guys.